Welcome everyone to my playthrough of Chrono Trigger. This is a VOD from my channel on Twitch at Bapperson. I play different games usually on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, but right now I'm working through Chrono Trigger as well as some Tamagotchi Life. Now, it's important to know that my Chrono Trigger playthrough is not a first playthrough. I played this game when it came out back in 1995, 6, I can't remember which year. And it's my absolute favorite game of all time, my number one game. I played it until my SNES cartridge broke, like it just like corrupted. So this is definitely not a first playthrough, but hopefully you'll still enjoy it. Watch me play back through my favorite game after decades away from it. I'll see you on the other side. Bye. Think he has anything. For anybody, I've mentioned it before, but for anybody who hasn't heard it or is watching a VOD, it's about time. By the way, you're going to go see, oh dear, what was their name? That young inventress friend of yours. And there's Luca. That's right, Luca. You're going to stop by and see her new invention at the fair, aren't you? Well, run along then, and be back before dinner. Try and turn that down just a hair. But we'll mess with it if the sound effects or the music get to be too low or too high. Feel free to tell me. So yeah, Chrono Trigger, I talked about before, but it is my number one favorite game of all time. I played it when it came out way back in like 95, 96. So it's a 30-year-old game. I played it on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, your cat will follow you around. Almost forgot. Here's your allowance, dear. Have fun at the fair. Obtain 200G. Yeah. There are lots of little hidden stuff like that. So yeah, my favorite game of all time. I played on the Super Nintendo, the cartridges. For those who don't know, Chrono Trigger is the game that invented the term New Game Plus. It didn't invent the idea of starting over a game with something from the past, but it did invent the term New Game Plus. And so I played it, and there's in the original 11 endings, and you have to beat the game normal first before you can even get to other endings. So I played through it again and again, and then I decided, well, I want to level up my characters all the way to level 99 and blah blah blah. So I played it over and over and over and over until finally my save game corrupted on a cartridge. Didn't even know it could do that. It's hard to believe our kingdom has stood for 1,000 years now. Our king is the 33rd descendant to the throne of Gardia. It's a miracle he can manage to rule the kingdom when he can't even keep his own daughter in hand. She's probably throwing a fit at the castle this very moment, demanding he let her go to the fair. So there may very well be things I do forget, which is fine, but there will probably be a lot of things I do remember. That girl Luca was over in the square going on about how she'd made the discovery of a lifetime. Something tells me I'm as happy now as I'll ever be. That's interesting. Okay. Markets. Visit our stall in Lean Square. Get to the mayor's manor. Hello, is this your first visit? Would you like me to tell you about this house? Our mayor has a soft spot for adventurers. He established this manor as a library of adventuring know-how. The contents of the chests in this house were placed by him for adventurers to use. Feel free to take anything you like. So yeah, this is your tutorial for the game. You can run by using the directional buttons. Hold down B if you want to walk. You can switch run and walk commands from the movement options. Yeah, basically, by default you're running, but you can optionally walk. I can teach you about weapons and armor. Need a refresher? Let's see. Weapons come in a variety of flavors: swords, bows, guns. You can't just pick and choose. You need to be proficient with it, and everybody has different proficiencies. Armor is helms, body armor, and accessories. And you have to equip armor that fits your own body properly. In other words, girls get girl armor, boys get boy armor, is what that's saying. The effects of accessories vary greatly, so you'll need to weigh their benefits carefully when deciding what to equip. And keep in mind that swords inflict greater damage as your strength increases. Missile weapons, on the other hand, benefit from accuracy. The higher your accuracy, the more damage you deal with a bow or a gun. Got a potion. You can walk while reading messages, but if you walk too far away, you can't hear them anymore. Save points are these little sparkles. You can move the message window to the top or bottom. Shelters are useful. Basically, as save point, you can use a shelter to, or on the world map. Menu navigation. On the world map or save point, you can use a shelter to basically get more energy, heal up. I'll teach you about techs. Techs are your special attacks. Some techs affect an area surrounding the target, dealing damage to all enemies in the vicinity. So if you attack that top one, then that particular attack would hit one near it. So if you target the one in the center, it will hit all of them. There are attacks that hit enemies in a straight line. This attack allows you to attack all enemies on the straight line extending from you and passing through your target. But there's also ones that basically, so anybody on that line would still end up being all attacked no matter which one of them you pick. But the other option is one that it stops at whoever you pick as your target. So in that case, you always want to pick the furthest one. There's also ones that attack along a horizontal line. And then there's ones where you attack people around you. Attack, tech, and items. Auto battle, you just use regular attacks, so you won't use that much. Status elements. Poison has little bubbles. Slow makes your turns take longer. Sleep stops you from doing anything. Confuse means you could attack allies. Line makes it hard to hit enemies. Lock stops you from using text. Stop just completely stops you, period. Zero. Oh yeah, I forgot. So, hold down LB and RB to escape. Um, Inventory, text, party. Okay, I don't remember. Insights, let's see. You learn skills and text. Don't think the N has anything for me. No. Been having earthquakes lately. Hope it's not a sign of something to happen. Oh, and up here we have a box handed down for generations. Should you somehow manage to open it, you are welcome to the contents. Hey, Carly. Yeah, to Chrono Trigger. So yeah, we have mixed this. Oh, it would help if I click back on the game. A mysterious force seals it shut. So we have our mysterious boxes we can't open yet. I did not mean to click on that. Oh, I was trying to click on the chest next to it. Okay. Apparently I can't. Working on a blood bag for my vampires. I saw somebody with the TikTok. At some point they had added a bag of cocaine to their game, and they just called it cocaine. And then when you have a baby, the parents will hold something up for the baby. And in this case, they start holding up the cocaine, and then the baby's first word is whatever item's being held up. And then as they show you some of the pictures of the baby growing up, they like are running around with the cocaine. So yeah. We got runners. Today is the 1000th anniversary of our Kingdom's foundation. Enjoy the festivities. I surely would if I were your age. I hear Luca and her father have put together another crazy invention. I just hope it doesn't blow up again like the last one. This is Lean Square. Legend has it the people of your lean spell live happily ever after. Oh yeah, this guy sells armor. I should probably... I don't actually remember, but I'll go ahead and buy it, just in case. It may turn out that was the wrong choice, but you know, I've got a headband that gives me speed. There's my wooden sword. All right. Oh, that's what I was starting to say. They got Athenian water is your come back to life stuff. When they didn't but when they re-released the game from the original Super Nintendo, they changed up some words, and they still throw me off. Like Athenian water had a different name that I don't remember now. Those runners are busy racing, so they won't answer if you talk to them. Line up with the bell and press the button when you're ready. Judge your distance carefully, then press A once more. Way to go. 1 silver point on your card. This kingdom's been through some hard times, like the war against the Fiend Lord 400 years ago. He should be thankful things are so peaceful now. Melchior, the swordsmith, at your service. Might I interest you in one of my fine blades? So there's a bronze blade that I cannot afford, and a silver sword that I can't even fathom affording. I live on the continent to the east. Come see me if you ever have the need. This merchant said he'd buy accessories if they're in good condition. Maybe I should sell him this old pendant of mine. And the winner of the last race was Still Runner. Try and guess the next winner. Not right now. The green ambler for sure this time. I can feel it in my bones. Cohen Kamal to the Tent of Horrors. Spend your silver points here. Put your bravery to the test. You have won. Okay, so the green ambler did not win. The cat won. So a cat, a green ambler, and then like a soldier and a knight. The old man thinks it's going to be the Steel Runner. And it's Green Ambler. All right. So yeah, you get silver points you can use here at the fair. There was a big war hundreds of years ago against the Fiend Lord's armies. My mom said if we lost, we wouldn't be having a fair like this today. Oof. Ouch. I'm so sorry, are you okay? Uh-oh, my pendant. Oh no, my pendant. Don't tell me I lost it. Oh, thank goodness, my pendant. I know it doesn't look like much, but it has a lot of sentimental value. May I have it back? Yes. Thank you. You must live in this town. I came to see the fair. Awfully boring wandering around alone, though, isn't it? Why don't we walk around together for a while? Wouldn't that be great? Yahoo, this'll be fun. Oh, I never told you my name, did I? It's, Marl. You want to do it? Yeah, Carly, so you've got people doing stuff all day. Well, I had something going on earlier today, and I waited, and then it was gone when I went to do stream, so. Chrono, what a nice name. Well, pleased to meet you, Chrono. Come on, let's enjoy the fair. Oh, ho, ho, there's nothing like a good fair. Have you heard the gossip? No. Well, just between us, I heard that the king is tearing his hair out over his tomboy of a daughter. Just once, I'd like to meet her and see how wild she really is. Let me see. You've got 1 silver point. You can stay. Oh, you can get money for it. My dear old wife made that lunch for me. Always the highlight of my day. Gives me that extra oomph when I'm starting to feel worn down. So this is another one of those. Like I said, I have played this game before, and there are things I remember. And I do remember that you can eat his lunch. You can talk to that cat, and it will follow you. Go straight ahead if you want to try your hand against Luca's bipedal robot battler, Gatto. You can win silver points. I'll do that, but first, another one of these. I've played this game, so I know, unfortunately, that I can take this cat and walk on over here. You brought back my kitty, thank you. Drinking contest. So 5 points for that is not bad, really. Oh, for a minute it wouldn't let me run. I wonder if that's because I had stuff to drink. They call me Gato. I have metal joints. If you can beat me up, you'll earn 15 points. Now, it's one thing with this game was a lot of other JRPGs, when you go into battle, they go to a separate screen. But Chrono Trigger isn't the only game, but it's one that did keep it on the same screen, so you can sit and you don't have to load. Earn 10 experience, 1 tech point. Oh no, I have lost, and it seems you've won. Here are your 15 points. Now, wasn't that fun? So that's a good way to get points. The main issue is whether you can keep doing it without chug chug, without dying. Oh, I can't use the tech for this. Marl, you might need to heal. Okay, so active battle might be a problem. Too far. Okay, he can't counterattack from there. Okay, Chrono did it. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Because I don't remember if I can leave the fair with her to go recover health or not. Pay no attention to me taking this strange girl to my bed. I'm at least for the moment, for these battles, going to switch over to wait mode. Just your wife. I was going to say that was my mother there, but yeah. Now, of course, on Tamagotchi Life, Chrono has married Luca instead of Marl. So, I switched to wait mode. So now, once I'm in like a menu doing something, then it won't attack. But if I'm not in the menu doing something, it will. Yeah. I keep forgetting to wait for the song. So you don't want to sit and take forever, because if you're not in the menu, then he will keep going. But at least while you're in a menu, he'll be paused basically. The top bar for each character's health. The bottom bar is the speed bar for your turn basically. And your characters, unfortunately, they don't level up together. Like Mara was down during one battle, so she didn't level up when Chrono did. And she leveled up in the next fight. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Resume. Let's go up here now. Catchy rhythm, huh? You can dance along with Y, X, RB, and LB. Okay, some of these are dance moves, and then some are just laughing. Prehistoric rhythm, okay. It's worn out from running around, but watching this dance gave me energy again. One thing is I need to figure out the button controls for the game that I'm about to try. Let me stop and look up an SNES controller to make sure I'm not forgetting the letters. Yep, that's what I thought. I've gotten a third-party Xbox controller, and the letters are swapped. So I gotta make sure that gotta make sure I remember that. BAYX. Welcome to Norstein Beckler's Tent of Horrors. The spine-tingling show is about to start. How many silver points would you like to spend? We'll do 10 for now. I am Biggs. I'm Wedge. I am Piet. I got a Piezo doll. It'll spruce up your room. How many points do I have? 56. Okay, so I can go ahead and do the middle challenge. Okay, let's see. So left arm, right arm, laugh, surprise. Left arm, right arm, laugh, surprise. Left arm, right arm, laugh, surprise. That the I think for the Steam version, they actually may have made it so it reads your buttons. Because I pressed the right button for laugh if it had still been using the SNES layout. Okay. Well, time to go sleep again. Yeah, there's different ways to earn silver points, like guessing on the race, doing the bell, doing the drinking game, and fighting Gato. Gato being the fastest option. It's just you also lose health, so you gotta sit and... Oh my gosh. I just realized I've had the game turned off again. The sound. Because usually that sound is off for other reasons. Dadgummit. Clicked off screen and forgot. Oh, I forgot. I've got Cyclone now. If he's close enough, I can hit him with Cyclone. Oh, right. Cyclone is centered around him. I don't think that did enough damage to be worth it, though. Crit for Marl. Okay, good. He's getting away, so he won't be able to counterattack me. I want to do... So I want to beat this middle level. I want to do that next highest level, but ugh. That means I need 80 points. Okay, so bookmarking is literally exiting the game. Left arm, okay. So then this is saying left arm, right arm, laugh, surprise. Okay. I've had a couple of close calls. Ah. All right. I'm gonna move the story on right now. Maybe I'll come back to it another time. Preparations are still underway. Enjoy yourself in the square for a while. I honestly forget what you need to do to progress the game. How many points do I have? 21. So 2 Gato fights would be enough to get me enough to try one more time. There's my little Poyozo doll plays music. I gotta remember how you progress. Storyline. There's somebody I need to talk to that I haven't, or talk to a second time maybe. Okay. Alright, one more attempt at this, and then I'll go talk to people and figure out who I need to talk to actually progress the game. It's already had so many points. Oh. Alright, we're moving on. By the way, is there any chance you could talk that young lady into selling her pendant to me? Sorry. I think that's what I needed to do, was talk to him about the pendant. Any other gossip? Tomboy daughter. I'm not willing to try and talk her into it. I'll be ready by now. Okay. Come on, Chrono, I want to see it. Just a minute, I want to get some candy. Wait, give me a second to choose. Like one of these? Sure, young miss. Thanks for waiting. Taven, step right on up and any with the time and courage. Our first ever hyperdimensional transporter is the invention of the century. Simply hop up here and you'll be teleported here. This fantastic machine is the masterwork of my beautiful and brilliant daughter Luca. What does teleport mean? Luca invented this thing. I wonder what'll go wrong this time. This contraption is supposed to transport objects in the blink of an eye. Give it a try, kid. Oh, it's you, Chrono. Chrono, I was wondering when you'd show up. No one wants to try my telepod. Would you be so kind? Marl. Oh, this will be fun. I'll watch while you try it out. Just hop on up onto the left pad. System activated. Initiating energy transfer. Ooh, amazing. So, how was it? Want to try it again? It worked unbelievable than ever. As I was saying, Luca has done it again, ladies and gentlemen. Marl, that looks like fun. I want to try that too. Huh? Chrono, when did you manage to pick up a cutie like her? It's alright, isn't it, Chrono? Just wait right there. Behold, ladies and gentlemen, as this vision of loveliness steps aboard the machine. Hehe, okay, I'll be right back. You're sure about this? There's still time to change your mind. No way, I'm not afraid. Okay, everyone, let's give her a great big hand when she teleports from the platform. System activated. Initiating transfer. What's happening? My pendant. It's... Huh? Dun dun dun. Luca, she's not reappearing. Well, alright. As you can see, the girl's vanished before your very eyes. Show's over, folks. Move along. What just happened, Luca? Where is she? The way she disappeared, that couldn't have been the telepod. The way that rift appeared and the way her pendant seemed to be reacting to it, something else must have caused it all. But what are we supposed to do now? Is there any way we can help her? That girl's face was so familiar. I know I've seen her somewhere. Chrono! Oh, you're going after her? What a fine lad. It's the only way. I don't know where that hole leads, but we got no other choice. Let's just hope it opens up again. Well, it's worth a shot. That pendant seems to be the key, so hang on to it, Chrono, and brace yourself. We're just assuming that she wasn't obliterated. System activated. Initiating energy transfer. Boost the power output. Roger. More, I need more power. Roger. There, I think we did it. Good luck, Chrono. I'll follow you as soon as I figure out what went wrong. Yeah, and here's the killer for bit rates. I like how Marl theoretically had that pendant around her neck and it fell off, but Chrono could just hold it and it will stay. Blue Imp is his name. And also, since the characters move with those texts we saw earlier where the attacks are based on where they're standing and all, that also changed what texts are good because somebody might move before you can do something. Crit. I was worried that I should have healed before I came here, but I guess if they're that weak. Power glove. What's the power glove? Okay. So I can hit harder or I can have my speed higher. For now, I'll keep the speed. That's another thing with this game is that while there are some fights you're forced into, others are just based on whether you run into the character. There's a cyclone when I attack the middle guy. I don't know that all of these were created by Chrono Trigger. Some likely were. But it at least was one of the more popular ones that brought it out. Where are you, you say? You some sort of simpleton? Even a half-wit would know this land for our Dia. Ugh. Our kingdom wages war with the Fiend Lord's army day and night, fighting to restore the realm's peace. Pray tell you knew that much at least. Of course I did. Then might you show the good grace to stop wandering around pestering folks with moronic questions. Fair, have you gone mad? There's no time for frolickry or whatever. Oh, praise be, they found Queen Lean wandering up in the canyon. She'd been missing for so long, I feared the worst. She must be back at the castle by now, getting much needed rest. I think our hearts are a little more at ease now when Queen Lean disappeared. It was all the king could think of. He thought it the Fiend Lord's doing and dispatched soldiers to the four corners of the realm to find her. But she's been found and that's all that matters. The Fiend Lord's army laid waste the Xenon Bridge. We lost our only road to the southern continent. Toma. You an outsider too? The name's Toma. I'm an explorer, and if you can spare 10G to buy this round, I'll be a storyteller too. Cheers, friend. Well then, a promise is a promise. It's about the missing queen. My travels have taken me to the cathedral in the Western Wood, and there's something most peculiar about that place. It's only a hunch, but... Beg your pardon? They found Queen Lean in the canyon? It seems my suspicions were misplaced. Okay, I can't talk to him. I couldn't remember. Alright, let's sleep to get healed. And here, this inn also has a mysterious box I cannot open. No, it does have some. Nope. Okay. The game does hide stuff, so you will see me run around just running up to stuff because I'm pressing buttons. I'm Banta, the village blacksmith. I'm forging this bell at the king's behest as a symbol of his love for Queen Lean. The queen's vanishing act had me worried if all this work would be for naught. After all, what's the bell without the queen? But it seems they found her in the canyon up north. She's back at the castle now, and I'm back to work. My husband wants a daughter, both clever and fair. So you've a mind to buy some weapons and join the fight against the Fiend Lord's army, have you? Wonderful. But remember to equip the weapons you buy, not much meaning elsewise. So Ron Blade, stronger, some stuff I've already got. Millennial Fair here. Have you been in your cups? Our kingdom is only 600 years old. King Gardia the 21st still reigns, last I checked. I scarce remember the days before the war against the Fiend Lord began. The months turn to years. When will this all end? Okay. So there's Cathedral. We pray for the peace of our world. We're ever so devout. Tee-hee-hee. O great Lord and Master, deliver your judgment upon the weak and undeserving, that we might reclaim the future for ourselves in your name. Oh, how delicious, delightful looking you are. Why not say a prayer for yourselves? Hee-hee-hee. Well, come on in, Ben. I keep meaning to try and update my check-in to be something slightly more than just a check-in, but I don't know what. This guy's tougher. Something glowing. Strength capsule. Okay, whatever was down here was just a decoy completely. So I got a strength capsule, which permanently increases your strength by 1. So when I talked about replaying this game over and over, part of that was going through and collecting all those capsules and things to raise my stats all the way up. Luckily right now, the enemies are weak enough, or I leveled up enough just fighting Gato, that this isn't a terrible fight. Okay, I can't go past there right now. Before I forget, let's go ahead and save. Halt, who goes there? I've not seen your face before, and those outlandish clothes. Wouldn't be one of the Fiend Lord's agents, would we? Ha, fat chance, look at him. That boy's not built to lift a sword, let alone serve in the Fiend Lord's army. Heh, suppose you're right. Now run along, boy, before we're forced to lock you up in the towers. Stop that, at once. Queen Lean. That man is my friend, and you will treat him as such. But, Your Majesty, there's something strange about his look. You refuse to obey my orders? No, forgive me, my lady. Please, enter. Hee hee. Please pardon us. We had no idea you were Her Majesty's guests. Go downstairs if you wish to rest. The knight's quarters are below. Would you like to rest? Yeah, let's go ahead and heal up. The Fiend Lord's troops are strangely quiet. Must be something afoot. If only Sir Cyrus were here. You've heard of him, surely. You don't know the great Sir Cyrus? From what depraved village do you hail? Long ago, a vile beast named Yakra lurked in the western forest. People were loath to wander near. But since the cathedral is built there, no monsters have been seen. It seems the place is truly blessed. Sir Cyrus was the commander of the knighthood, sworn to protect the king and queen with his own blade. 10 years ago, he and a lone friend departed on a quest, and no one has heard from them since. What a relief, now that the queen's been found, we can refocus our efforts on the war. Xenon Bridge is our last line of defense. It must hold, even if it should mean our lives. You're the queen's friend, are you not? Talk to the maid if you need rest. The dining hall is below. The master of kitchens has a foul temper. Better stay out of his way unless you fancy a tongue lashing. This dining hall is for the members of the knighthood, but you're welcome at our tables. Eat your fill before you go. I'm dying of hunger. Your meal's ready. Finally. The Fiend Lord's troops have better watch out for us. The master of kitchens has earned his post. His cooking is worthy of at least 3 stars. Hungry, my lord? Take a seat at the upper left corner of the left table. So you and Her Majesty the Queen are acquainted? The kitchen is a battlefield in its own right. Have you come to season my broth with your lack of culinary expertise? Out, you've no place in my kitchen. Oh, what in the name of all that's good is this ice cream that Her Majesty so wishes I prepare? Where's our food and drink? Oh, Commander, beg pardons, it's not quite ready. My men and I risk our lives in this war. It's too much to ask to keep us fed quickly now. Enough of your self-righteous ranting. You knights aren't the only ones putting your lives on the line for the kingdom. I think I've lost my appetite. I have no stomach for meat braised in cowardice. See that my men are fed. Go find someone else to command. I don't need you to tell me how to do my job. Give me a power stew. HP restored. Okay. Now that we've run around, be mindful of your place. King Gardia the 21st sits in audience within. Thank you. I'm to understand you played some role in helping me to rescue my lady wife. I owe you a debt of gratitude. Might you know what befell Lean? She's been acting rather oddly since her return. She seems to have lost the coral hairpin she always wore. She always treasured that thing so. Forgive me, you must be tired. Please rest in the knight's quarters down the stairs to the left. I'll speak to the commander. The king's chambers are atop the tower ahead. The knight's quarters are downstairs. Go straight from here and you'll find the stairway on the left. What do you want? Be gone from here. Just between you and I, the Chancellor's been acting strange these days. I've spied him sneaking out of the castle time and again. The one thing I've noticed out of the ordinary as of late is that the Queen's personal guard, that froggish creature, has not been around. They say a curse turned him into a frog. But I question the truth of that. No doubt he's been one of the Fiend Lord's spies all along. People think the Chancellor's behavior is strange, but I don't find it troubling at all. The Chancellor's a man of strong faith, but he goes to the Magnolia Cathedral every day to pray. The Queen's chambers are above. She has granted you permission to pass. And the game shut down. This is already not looking good for this Steam. Give me a second. Ugh. I'll have to research I've read different fixes in the past, and I don't remember what those are. I'll just have to pull it up and look. Bookmark, time 107. If I load. Okay. Her Majesty awaits you. Well, the bookmark saved me. It's been over 10 years since Her Majesty first came to this castle, but she's scarce aged a day. In fact, she looks even younger now than she did before her disappearance. You're the one who saved our queen? I'd expect one a bit more dashing. Ah, there you are. Please leave us. I need to have words with this man in private. As you wish, Your Majesty. Nothing questionable about the queen taking a man into her bedchambers alone. Come nearer. Don't be shy. Hee hee. Fooled you, didn't I, Chrono? It's me, but everyone keeps calling me Lean for some reason. I'm glad you came. We were only together for that short time at the fair, but somehow I knew you'd come for me. The options you see are compatibility mode and turn off Steam overlay. Yeah, I believe I've got the Steam overlay turned off. I don't have compatibility mode on, but that will have to be a reminder if I see it continue. Well, I guess it already has happened even since I did the Steam overlay, so I may have to plan that. Marl knew we'd come for her after knowing her for 10 minutes. Thank you, Chrono. What's happening? I feel like I'm being torn apart. Help me, Chrono, I'm scared. It's like I'm dying. Please, Chrono, help. Well, she's gone. Her Majesty dismissed you already? You didn't engage in any untoward behavior, did you? Part of me really wants to say, well, yes, and see what happens. By the way, did Her Majesty see somehow not herself? Sure. The knight complaining about women and their gossip. Chrono. Ooh, you're okay. Did you find the girl? She what? She disappeared. It's just as I thought then. I knew I recognized her from somewhere. We seem to be in Gardia, but it looks a lot older than the Gardia we're from. They must have mistaken that girl for her ancestor. After all, that girl was our Princess Nadia. Surprise. Marl, that is, our Princess Nadia, is a descendant of Queen Lean. Queen Lean was kidnapped, and someone was supposed to have gone and saved her, but now history has been changed. Marl looks so much like the queen that they probably called off their search when she appeared. So if the real queen is killed... See, nice and simple explanation with good visuals for time travel. Marl will never have existed, but there might still be enough time. If we could save the queen, history as we know it should remain unchanged. Something must have happened to the queen in this era if she isn't rescued. And if something happens to her, her descendant, Princess Nadia, will never come into being. We have to find the real queen. I've been smart. I would have targeted the other guy. I was just trying to rush. But oh well. Oh. Alright, bye. So either of those raises their attacks by 2. Both of them can use the bronze helm. Well, Chrono has one, he doesn't need one. Alright, let's buy the bronze helm. I'd like to get her the pea shooter, but that may just have to wait. Because I should really get at least one Athenian water. Probably a shelter. So let's upgrade. She's got sight scope, which shows me the HP of my enemies. And while the power glove would raise her strength, since she shoots stuff, accuracy is more important than strength for her. Yeah, it'd still be pretty short to be able to get the, actually let me save. Get the weapon for her. And yeah, I'm very much a multi-save person, multi-save file. Are they still saying the same thing before? Yep. What did you find? A hairpin? Hey, this is Gardia's royal crest. Nagamore slow. Yeah, slow. Oh, they managed to slow him. Yeah, when this game came out, I'd stop and look up Naga to see what they were. I mean, it's basically just half-snake women. Although, I can't remember if they have to be women or if they can be either. Earn 32 XP. Tech points. Luca leveled up and learned Flamethrower. And learned Firewall Dual Tech. Phew, wasn't expecting that. Heck. Lower your guard and you allow the enemy in. Ah, that's another one. Frog in the original SNES version spoke, you know, probably fake, but old English, you know, like lower thine guard and thou shalt allow the enemy in, or something like that. You've gained to save the queen. The fiend's lair lies within it, it would seem. Will you accompany me? You're a... Chrono, it's a giant talking frog. You know I can't stand frogs. I suppose I ought not to expect you to trust me, looking as I do. Very well, do as you please, but I must save the queen. Oh, wait. You don't seem like a bad frog. I mean, person. I mean, what should we do, Chrono? Go with the frog. Right, I guess I'll just have to get over my aversions to slimy, moist-skinned creatures. So what's your name? Frog. I'm going to stick with Frog, but I do know his real name. And that's where later playthroughs I would do stuff like put people's real names, like for Frog. Frog will suffice. Look at that giant arm. Alright, nice to meet you, Frog. And you as well. This room must conceal a hidden passage. Let us search every corner. Equipment. Frog. Okay, he's already got stuff. He does not need me. The door over here appeared, I forgot. This gets back into the you can dodge enemies, but then you lose the chance to get experience. So you have to weigh it a bit. They're all beating up on Luca. Apparently the DS theme release was retranslated into a more direct translation. In preference to, okay, over context-aware translation. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss some of the older text, but it's fine. Obtained hidden Naga bromide. Hey, there are humans in here. Try and steal our bromide, will you? Get 'em. So you can also combine attacks. Like, she combined her fire with his cyclone. have to learn them. Like in her case, she needed the fire attack to do it. I do sometimes wonder which character would Saba prefer, Frog in Chrono Trigger, or Mallow in SMRPG, a quote frog wizard. Maiden suit, potion, and Ether. Okay, Luca. Yep, the maiden suit is good, and I spent money on buying you armor. Well, I guess I bought you a helmet, so that's okay. The Naga Bromide must be a special item. Somewhere within this complex, there's a shrine to the Fiend Lord. I heard there's treasure to be found there as well. You're humans? They hidden the queen in the back. Please rescue her. Got another strength capsule. Chrono and Frog have the same level of strength. Since Chrono is my main character, I'll give him Steel Saber. Yeah, that's why I almost didn't buy some stuff, is because I knew you got equipment here. I just didn't remember what you got, so I was afraid to not get something. Healing going. Saba would probably be mad at the frog from Super Mario RPG. What's this? What's with this? What's with the disguises? Hurry up and change. No need to be walking around like humans. It's almost time for my shift. I hate pretending to be human. They're so smelly and repulsive. It's demeaning. Those ones we ate last time weren't so bad, and those two soldiers we just caught look plump and juicy. Yakar's a genius. His plan to imprison the Chancellor and take on his role worked like magic. Now the Queen's ours, and the castle is in an uproar. This is rich. The master of this place, Yakar, is so very kind. Decided to stay here. Make yourselves at home too. Did you come to save Queen Lean? Oh, you did. That's good to know. I'm sure Yakar will be pleased. Please pass the time in here with us until he has a chance to come and greet you properly. Oh, great Magus, Magus the Great. Your eyes are brighter than the stars, your flowing hair like waves atop the sea. Even those miserable sunny days abate when we feel your seething hate. Even brightened halls hold no fear, just so long as you are near. Magus, O Lord Magus, you are our fiend lord and savior. Come join us in singing your funeral dirge. Gah-ha-ha. That is a lot of them. I say more relatable. Wow. So, for those of you who've watched my Tamagotchi life, and if you didn't know Chrono Trigger, you now know that Magus is the Fiend Lord. Frog learned Slurp Slash. Learned X Strike Dual Tech. Guardian Bangle and Speed Belt. And there is Magus's statue with his scythe or scythe. I usually say scythe, but so he gets +1. But Speed Belt will give him +2. Guardian Bangle gives stamina. Luca, I know the speed scope's nice, but you're pretty slow. I need you to be faster. And I'll leave you with your strength bonus. Don't be in such a hurry to leave. Please take your time to enjoy yourselves with us. Mwahaha. I hadn't really thought about this without the K sound. Scythe, whatever. I don't care right now. My throat hurts from talking, but I'll keep talking for now. I hadn't really thought about it, but it is interesting that all these monsters can talk. Scimitar. I've at least heard Scimitar often enough, although I say that, but now I feel like I've heard people say Scimitar. But I've at least heard Scimitar enough that I assume it's Scimitar. Chrono gets a lot of crits. Because RuneScape people shorten it to semi, and a lot of people find gimme easier to say. Alright, a save point. Full heal up. Save. Still can't believe my cartridge went bad all the way back then. Oh, another shelter. Alright. A trap. No, stop that. I said a million times, that one's just a decoy. Her. Sneaking past me, hum. You must think you're really smart. You'll notice Chrono's got that fist pump motion. So when I saw that one of the greetings in Tomodachi Life was like hyped up or something, where they do a fist pump sort of motion, I had to get that to him. Well, that's our decoy. Alright, let's see if... I don't know how much damage these guys take. Oh, that's a lot of guys. Yeah, that's what I thought. X strike is a single attack. Find out. Okay. So I got rid of the spikes so that I can come over here to the chest. Not doing much damage. Okay, so that's a line of attack. Oops. Not who I meant to attack, but that's okay. I forgot her flamethrower is a single direction. Okay, good. Got a sword upgrade for him. Really though, why use the same what? Secret? I don't know. Secret entrance trick? I don't know what word I'm looking for. But why would you use the same one? Wouldn't expect them to use the same trick twice. Prepare yourself, Queenling. It's time you bid farewell to this world. You, how did you get in here? Frog. Flee, your majesty, Flee, your majesty, we shall dispatch this fiend. I forgot his voice already, or I lost it at least. Be careful. There's no use in fighting. None of you will leave this place alive. Intolerable frog, let us see you hop your way of this. Enough of this Chancellor charade. The Chancellor transformed into Yakra. Alright. Let's see how X-Strike does. 163, pretty good. How about fire? 50. Probably you have to wait till everybody who's involved in the dual tech to be ready to use it. Oof. Potion for frog. Potion for her. I forgot frog has a heal. Heal himself. And yes, that was slurp. In other words, he licks himself. Let's use that on Luca. Lick. It's kind of wild, some of the moves in this game, like slurp being a healing motion, and there's others that will wait until they get here. Thank you, Frog. I knew you'd come to rescue me. Rip. His Majesty awaits most anxiously. We should return to the castle. Rip. I thank you, Chrono and Nuka, for all your aid. And I as well. Please accompany us to the castle. You'll be most welcome guests. Mid-ether. The true Chancellor. Woo, my thanks. That monster stuffed me in there like a sack of coin. I don't know what that voice was. Oh, your Majesty, I am undamaged, as you can see. I'm repairing in case Frog leaves our party. I don't actually remember. Yes, let's be on our way. You cannot know how I worried, Lean. Yakra, that vile beast, impersonating me and kidnapping the queen. We must institute a stricter criminal justice system in this kingdom to ensure such fiends never threaten the royal family's safety again. I am disgraced. I failed to protect my queen. Frog. Ribbit. I am forever in your debt. Who knows what would have happened to me had you not come even a little later? What became of the girl who was mistaken for me? Oh yeah, I forgot all about Princess Nadia. Chrono, where did the princess disappear? She may be there now. You have my deepest gratitude, Lord Chrono, but I wonder who then was that girl we found in the canyon? Huh? What happened? Princess Nadia. Chrono. It was awful. I was so afraid. I couldn't see or feel anything, but I knew I was someplace cold. I wonder if that's what it's like to die. Your Highness, I... You came to help me too. Wait, Your Highness? Uh-oh. I guess you guys figured me out, huh? Sorry, Chrono, I didn't mean to trick you. My name is really Nadia. My father is King Gardia the 33rd. Hold on a second. The current king here is the 21st. So that's 12 generations. Which, I mean, I guess even 30 years apiece would be 360 years, and we're 400 years apart, so I guess that works out. I just wanted to go to the fair and have fun like everyone else, but if you'd known who I really was, you wouldn't have shown me around the fair, would you, Chrono? Sure I would have. Oh, Chrono, that's why I like you. The real queen's safe, right? Let's go home, Chrono. You must be the real Queen Lean. My goodness, we truly could be twins. You get along well with the king now. You hear? Or I'll get angry. Actually, I wouldn't even be able to do that, would I? Never mind. I just wish you all the best. Ah, good. You are safe. Even to look again now, you are the ghostly image of Lean. Your manner, on the other hand. But never mind us that. You've done me a great service. If there is aught I might do for you, simply speak it, and it will be done. It was my presence here that endangered the queen. I can remain at this castle no more. Eek. Indeed, your resemblance to the queen is uncanny. Chrono, you've got the makings of a great swordsman. Maybe frogs aren't so bad after all. Yes, let's rest. Okay, it does have us use different beds. I couldn't remember. Let's go. Marland Aura learned Aura World Dual Tech. Yeah, we already slept, so I'll try to give Mara a little bit of a chance to level up with us. Chrono learned Wind Slash. So how do we get home? Well, Your Highness, Please, call me Marl. Well then, Marl, observe. Whoa! Luca, you're amazing. Hehehe. Sorry, I should be more humble in front of... Enough already, I'm a princess. What's that mean? I can't do anything special. But you're incredible. I'd trade my name for your genius in a heartbeat. Well, if you say so. Anyway, I call these distortions gates. They're basically portals to the same location at a different time. But gates are unstable. That's why they appear and disappear all the time. So I use the principle behind my telepod device to create this gate key. It's what's locking the gate in place. But why did this gate suddenly appear in the first place? Either the telepod had something to do with it, or something else made it. This is starting to sound complicated. Why don't we head back to our own time for now? Alright, coming Chrono? Woo, we made it! Chrono, Luca, why don't you come back with me to the castle? It would give me a chance to thank you properly for everything. I'm really sorry for putting you through all this, Marl. What are you talking about? It was the most fun I've had in months, and I made new friends too. Chrono, be a gentleman and take her home. I still need to do a little more snooping into why that gate appeared. See you again soon, Luca. Well, Chrono, are you ready to escort me home? I don't remember. It's possible that in the game I didn't... Oh, a strength capsule. I don't know. It's possible that if I'd left that strength capsule here, then it would have appeared in this time, and then I could have collected it twice. the game uses time travel for that sort of thing sometimes. Like, I was trying to remember if you left chests closed in the 600 AD, if those would improve, or if I'm just thinking of a different thing that I won't spoil yet. Open glade ahead. I don't know why you need a sign for an open glade. Okay. I don't remember. Oh. Alright. Let's try and load it up again. I don't remember how fast the next parts happen. Zoom. I don't remember how fast the next parts happen. If it, let's see. Are you all right? Where have you been? We heard you were abducted. We had soldiers combing the entire kingdom for you. You back there, you're the one, are you? Thought you'd kidnap the princess? No, Chrono only. Seize him, seize the filthy terrorist. He deceived our princess and plotted to overthrow the crown. No, you mustn't. Stop this right now. What are you fools doing? But Her Highness the Princess said... It doesn't matter what she said. Seize him. Chrono. I, your Chancellor, shall serve as prosecutor. I, Pierre, will represent the defense. Members of the court, I will now bring forth the defendant Chrono, who is charged with the abduction of Princess Nadia. What shall be his fate? To burn at the stake, perhaps? To feel the tickler, or hang upside down? Or shall we employ the guillotine? The choice is yours, good jurors. Now let us begin. Oh. So this all ties back to when the Chancellor 400 years ago decided to improve our criminal system. We shall first hear the testimony of the defense. Chrono is charged with the premeditated abduction of royalty. The question is, how could he be guilty of a crime that never occurred? prosecution would have you believe that the defendant kidnapped the princess. However, the truth is quite to the contrary. Not only was their meeting a coincidence, but it was the princess herself who asked Chrono if she could join him. Is this true? Who is responsible for initiating contact? I don't know, because it's basically you run into each other. Are you so certain? Our witnesses say that you were the one who bumped into the princess. Having subdued the princess, the defendant then coerced her into visiting Luca's little sideshow. There were countless witnesses to this. Shortly thereafter, both the princess and defendant vanished. If that is not criminal abduction, I don't know what is. Several other acts have also been brought to my attention that call the defendant's character into question. Objection. This cannot possibly have any relevance to the case. Care to respond, Chancellor? Chrono's character is at the very core of this case, Your Honor. This evidence will show his testimony cannot be trusted. Very well, we have nothing to hide. I'd like to call a witness who can vouch for the defendant's good character. That man brought me my kitty back. Thank you, mister. How about that? The man before you is a fine, upstanding youth. He deserves to be honored, not put on trial. Ooh, looks like they're buying it. The real issue here is motive. Was there any motive for this good youth to kidnap Princess Nadia? No, there was none. Pardon me, but I believe the motive was quite clear. Greed. Her fortune did tempt you, did it not, Chrono? No. Are you sure you are in the least bit tempted? Very well, no more questions, Your Honor. I believe it has been made quite evident that my client is a fine and virtuous young man. The defense rests, Your Honor. Okay. There is a jury time for a verdict. If you defendant guilty, stand to the left. Innocent, stand to the right. So, what we don't see is my actions or inactions at the fair affected the different witnesses. So since I helped that girl get her cat back, she came and vouched for me. When Marl and I ran to each other and she dropped the pendant, you could either talk to Marl first or go get the pendant, because Marl does say out loud, "Oh no, where's my pendant?" So you might think, "Oh, I should go grab the pendant for her." Well, that shows you're there for her wealth. But instead I went to check on her first. Or when you talk to Melchior, you have the option of trying to see if Marl will sell her pendant, and that's another proof of money. There's also the question of whether you ate that guy's lunch, which we did not. That might be all of them. So that is, that is one instance where I do remember enough of the game to know how to get better witnesses. Not guilty. Not guilty. And your witnesses affect the verdict. Not guilty. Not guilty. I don't remember if saying not guilty. If saying that Marl initiated versus you initiating the contact matters. Guilty. But that might be why there's one guilty, or it might be that there's always one guilty. I don't remember. A verdict has been reached. The defendant has been found not guilty. But even if he did not kidnap the princess, the fact remains that he aided in her flight from the castle. I sentence the accused to 3 days of solitary confinement as punishment. Take him away. Stop. Princess Nadia. That's quite enough, young lady. But father, all I asked for you was for you to remain at the castle and behave like a princess. What's done is done. Even royalty must obey the laws of the land. Leave the rest up to the chancellor and forget about your little escapade in town. We are through here. Chrono. I think if you're found guilty, you are sentenced to execution, possibly by guillotine. This man is a seditionist who meant to overthrow our kingdom. He has been found guilty by trial. I trust him to your care. So this is the monster who abducted the princess. His execution is 3 days hence. See that he is still here to attend it. Execution? I don't recall hearing anything about that. No cause for concern. There's only been a small delay in the paperwork. Or do you mean to question me? Never, sir. Guards. I did not actually remember that the Chancellor will still claim you're guilty and tell them that you're going to be executed. A sympathizer from your trial brought that for you. Enjoy it while you can. Okay, so that might be because I got the innocent. Days remaining until execution 2. Okay. I'll go ahead and save since I did that. So that is the stopping point for today. Next part will take a while to run through, so we will instead just stop there. Let me go ahead and close out of the game. There it is. All right, so we got some Tomodachi Life going, and we started Chrono Trigger. We've gone back in time. We've rescued Marl after she disappeared because her ancestor died, and we've come back and found Innocent, but the Chancellor is having us executed anyway. So we're in the jail waiting for our 3-day countdown, and next time we'll come back and I'll keep doing some Tomodachi Life first, and then we'll jump back into Chrono Trigger and deal with the jail. So thanks everybody who came and watched and talked and lurked and whatever, everything. I'm just appreciate everybody who's here. I'll see y'all soon. Have a good night.